recently redid our kitchen, and now instead of wallpaper that we've had for 25 years, there's a fresh coat of tan paint. And I feel the same way about this passenger car. I like the Amtrak graphics, but they've been around a long time too, and maybe it's time for something different. There's nothing wrong with this Amtrak passenger car. It's from Williams. It's a very simple, old school type of passenger car. There are lights inside, only silhouettes in the windows, no kind of interior whatsoever, and I don't think it's ever going to be collectible. And I was looking at these on eBay, and I could have bought one for 30 bucks, but then I already had one here. And maybe it's time to change the Amtrak into, well, people have been asking for a Silver Streak passenger car, and this one is very close in design to the ones used in the movie. I checked the measurements for the decals, and they fit perfectly. So now it's just a question of a little bit of cleaning and sanding to get the old shell ready for new paint and new decals. Silver Streak was a movie made in 1976. It's an adventure movie, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of action, and it had Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor, and a train. So I want to make a passenger car as it would have appeared in the movie, and I'm going to put it behind the Williams F7s that I also made for Silver Streak. Those are bright red, and this stripe will match the color of the locomotives perfectly. This modeler's tape by Tamiya does a very good job of keeping the red away from the silver. When you use this tape, you end up with a very nice, crisp line of color between the red and the silver. There's very little bleed through. I hardly ever have to touch up anything after using this Tamiya tape. These decals for the passenger car came with the set that I used on the Williams engines, the F7s. I think there are enough decals here to do at least 3 or 4 passenger cars. They're made by a company called Circus City, and I bought mine on eBay for about $14, which isn't too bad considering there are enough decals for 2 locomotives and 3 or 4 passenger cars. I thought that was a pretty good deal. My bottle of decal setting solution is nearly empty, but there's enough for this passenger car and maybe one other. What it does is it will soften the decals and help them conform to any little raised details. In this case, the area that the decal sets in is pretty flat, and so it'll just help it adhere to the new red stripe. It's nearly a perfect fit, which is nice when things work out like that. I'm pretty happy with this so far. For now, I'm just going to hold these window silhouettes in place with a little bit of blue painter's tape. It is a low adhesive tape, so it won't leave any residue when I remove it, and I think I will remove it when I make an interior for this passenger car sometime in the future. I'd like to add some seating, maybe turn one of those bigger spaced areas into the sleeping compartment where Joe Clayburgh and Gene Wilder had a few scenes, and I'll even add a few passengers, I think, in the seats. But that's down the road. Right now I'm just going to reattach everything, and it goes back together pretty smoothly, and I think that's about it.